What's up, Nuno? Welcome to the stream. Give me a second here, I just want to double check. X-Rider, John the Pikachu, Sleepy Snorlax, what is up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Clorox, Chilgra Ninja, Filippo, what is up? What is up, guys? Kitty Gamer, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so it looks like we are all good to go here, I believe. Yeah, I was thinking, like, what else do I need? I feel like I've been forgetting something recently. We're just going to be doing Runaways again today with Whismur. What's up, Marin, Trevor Wolf, Michael DeSanto, welcome to the stream. Alright, yeah, good. We are still saved inside this cave. I was concerned that we wouldn't be. Nani? What is up? What is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. It was first for Mindless since his chat's slow. The chat is a little bit slow. Nuno was actually the first one I saw. But yeah, guys, today should be pretty good. Pokemaster MC, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, like I'm saying, today should be a pretty good day. We're gonna be hunting Whismur again. Hopefully we can get it. I would love to get Whismur today. Finally break this, like, curse of the Poochyenas. Get it today. That's what I'm hoping, Filippo. That's what I'm really hoping for. I'm still not sure if, like, for whatever reason, I have a sneaking suspicion Cave RNG is somehow different. Like, I know it shouldn't be. I know, like, when people look at it and look into it, it shouldn't be. And, like, I tried looking it up, and everyone said it's just, a normal encounter. I don't know. Something's weird, and we just keep getting Poochyenas. So I'm like, let's just run away and hope. Good luck getting Whismur. Thank you, Loot. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think about an hour into the stream, we're gonna mix some stuff up here today. But we'll still be hunting Whismur for sure. You got Pokemon Sunday! Awesome, Marin! Awesome! That's really cool. That's really cool. I hope you like it. I hope you really like it, man. This is too... Yeah, like, we went 800 plus encounters on Whismur in this cave with the exact same timing. Like, I had a timer up that I was using, and I was accurate to within, like, half a second or so. Most of the time. Obviously, there were, like, the cases where... At least when it was encounters I felt were good. Like, we were really close, but we just never got it, and that was weird. But then we got Poochyena every time, so I don't know what's up with that. I'm hoping it doesn't end up being too big of a deal, and, like, it doesn't hurt our Emerald Shiny hunting too much. Night, buddies. What is up? Welcome to the stream. You're going to try and get Shiny Litten when you get a 3DS? Alright, Kitty Gamer, alright. Yeah. Litten's actually a really cool Shiny, I think. Personally, I really like Litten's Shiny. It's not my favorite starter there. Obviously, that's Rowlet, but that's, like, a lot of bias. And Mike F, what is up, man? Welcome to the stream. We're just trying to get this Whismur. It's being really stubborn. It, like, doesn't want to play well with RNG abuse, so we're just trying to appease it here and give it a normal full odds hunt. Runaways work, but it's full odds. Yeah. Exactly. That's like the one downside. Is at least we're not dealing with any crummy RNG issues, but it also means that we're not able to exploit any crummy RNG issues. You like it a lot? That's good. That's good. Yeah, Sun was a fantastic game. I know a lot of people didn't like the way that it was super hand-holdy in the story and like very linear and a lot of cutscenes, and I get that. But as someone who is like a computer scientist as well as a collector, like I'm still able to hunt all the Pokemon. It's easier to collect them all, essentially, which, while it's not as challenging, it's also not as challenging, so it's kind of a plus and minus there. It let me get the Shiny Charm easier, and that was good enough for me. But then, like, as a computer scientist, a lot of the, like, programming and stuff, the way that the sight cones on all the trainers work and everything is amazing, and like... That was what really impressed me, is the way that like trainers could look at you in completely new ways from how they ever have before. You'd be scared if a shiny Pooch appeared in this cave. I would be too, because that shouldn't be possible. Oh, you have False Swipe, but none of your Pokemon can learn it, so I don't care. I don't know, should you try to shiny hunt now or no? I would wait, Marin. Granted, it is a lot easier to do in that game, because you can SOS chain. But I'm still gonna advise that you try to get a full Pokedex. Try to get a full Pokedex and get the shiny charm, and it'll make it a lot easier for you. Soft resetting Ho-Oh in gold. Well, good luck, Filippo. Good luck. You have an Asha Greninja and Ashcat Pikachu. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I still need to transfer my Hoenn cap off of my Moon copy, because I got the Kanto hat on. I got the Kanto hat on my copy of Sun, and then I got the Hoenn hat on my Moon. You get that shiny Heatran. Alright, alright, good luck, Night Buddies, good luck. You're just gonna get the Unova Ash Pikachu, but you don't have the 3DS yet. That stinks, that stinks. Good thing for you, though, is there's probably a lot of people out there who have a bunch of extra copies. If my 3DS hadn't been wonky, I would have done so as well. I would have just basically reset my Moon a bunch of times and collected the Pikachu over and over again, because then push it to Pokebank or push it to my copy of Sun, and that'd be good. Like, I'd be fine. What's up, Vanillix? Welcome to the stream. You should hunt your Sapphire. Yeah, you should. Go for it. You have Kalos Cap? Awesome. You're on the second island already. Nice, nice. That's actually not bad. And that also means that you are able to actually SOS chain. Because I remember Stan with Random Tens, he wanted to do like a dual hunt and wanted to hunt a Rattata, and he like booted up a copy of Moon, like a brand new copy of Moon, and just couldn't get the hunt to start because he didn't realize you have to beat the first trial. Sorry guys, if this makes a noise. Alright, we're good. We're good. But yeah, he didn't realize that like you have to get past the first trial to SOS chain, because they don't introduce the mechanic until the first Totem Pokemon. I didn't realize that either, so I was wondering why he was having such bad luck with the Rattata. Who saw your Slowpoke on Discord? I saw it. Still hunting the Whismur. We are, Champion Link. We are still hunting this Whismur. Hopefully it'll be kind to us soon enough. How are you going to fail the shiny if you're doing runaways? Theoretically, I shouldn't fail it. However, I could run away from it. That's the one thing. I won't like soft reset over it, but I could just instinctively hit run, and I'm really paranoid about it. Because normally, you have seeing the shiny as well as hearing the shiny. But the problem is, we hear this every time when Corndog gets thrown out. So it's a little bit different. But yeah, we can still fail it. Hopefully we won't though. You want to start shiny hunting Bulba again, but you're impatient. I understand. I understand. Like I've said before, I used to be really impatient. And like it just took hunting for a while for me to, and like doing a lot of easier hunts, like SOS chaining and stuff, to like finally be able to like feel confident in, okay, I can do this. I can actually get the shiny. And you turn on Pokemon Sun, you're gonna catch Pokemon so you can teach him False Swipe and maybe try hunting. Yeah, fair enough. If you want to hunt, go for it. I recommend you need a lot of Lepa Berries, and obviously something with False Swipe. From there, maybe some way to recover health, and then you should be good. Because personally, I go into it with my Decidueye that holds leftovers, has False Swipe, Foresight, and Leaf Blade. In terms of the moves that matter, it has Spirit Shackle too, just because that's its signature move. And then I just have a buttload of Lepa Berries, like constantly going to the Pokepelago and growing them and getting up to the point that I have like 999. Shiny Whismur is on the other side of the rocks. It's too true though. That's probably where it is, Filippo. Just don't press A or B when you look and Corndog won't come out. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not like spamming A or B. I'm definitely like paying attention to it. Like I'm seeing, obviously it wasn't shiny. You can tell it's not shiny before it even makes its way all the way onto the screen. It's just, normally you have that small little backup of, just in case you missed me, I'm shiny. But I'm too used to it now. Like that's not going to be a special noise when it shows up. Just cheat! Never! That goes against everything for me. Liquid Crystal is the same chance and odds of shiny as Ruby Sapphire Emerald. Alright, awesome. That's really cool. It's a Crystal remake ROM hack. Ah, alright, cool. What's up, Saksu? Welcome to the stream. What do Leopard Berries do? They restore PP of moves. They give you like 10 PP back. Yeah, that's right, Twari. That is correct. What level does Grubbin evolve? I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's not very high. Grubbin evolves fairly quickly, I believe. Vikavolt or Charjabug into Vikavolt, on the other hand, takes a while. What's up, Batman Man? Welcome to the stream. You're just grinding up the Slowpoke. You saw it and was bouncing around at lunch. Nice. Why not max elixirs to heal all moves and all your PP? It's completely up to you. Leopard Berries are just like, with the Pokepelago, you can grow a bunch of them. And in general, when you're SOS training Pokemon, you generally have, like, I have a level 100 Decidueye that sits in battles with, like, level 3 Pikapex. So in general, I can take moves to use Leopard Berries, and I don't know, it's just how I've always done it. Because like I said, you can just grow Leopard Berries. You don't have to, like, buy them. So if you have a hunt that goes on for thousands of moves, you're not buying hundreds of elixirs. Your Grubbin is level 17. It evolves at level 20. Alright, thank you, Snorlax. Thank you. Freedom, imagine a shiny Poochyena appearing inside the cave. No, I don't want to imagine that. That's like my nightmare right now. Charjabug evolves when you get to Pony Canyon, which basically near the end of the game. Yeah, that's what it was. So I remembered it happening way late game for me, but at the same time I don't remember, like, grinding Charjabug too much. Your friend accidentally ran from a shiny Geodude once. Oh no! Well, at least with Geodude, it had just as much of a chance of KOing itself anyways. So Geodude is a stressful one unless, like, you're prepared. Pokemon has officially been canceled for 3DS. It's time for Switch now. Yeah, they did do that interview, and they officially announced Usum. They're going to be the last games for the 3DS. Which is, I mean, it's what I expected. It's what I expected, honestly. When they announced that it was that they were going to make the mainline games on the Switch, I figured, you know, they're not going to wait till Gen 9. They're not going to wait several more years. Because at that point, the Switch would be, like, kind of outdated, and Nintendo and Game Freak rely on each other very heavily when it comes to that stuff, and Nintendo would not be very happy if Game Freak didn't release, like, the main console seller game on their new console for, like, 2 years. But at least we still have Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so it's not done yet. We still have one more set of Pokemon games coming out on the 3DS. Vikavolt Shiny is amazing. It is really amazing. And Canal Gato Manhoso, welcome to the stream. You're Brazilian. Well, welcome. It's always cool seeing the number of people that tune in from around the world. We should enjoy Pokemon for another year and a half before we need to go to the Switch. I mean, that's pretty much what's going to happen. I honestly doubt we're going to start seeing, like, we're going to see Pokemon this time next year. Like, I really, really doubt that it's going to come out that quickly. In terms of mainstream games. Like, I don't think Gen 8's going to be polished enough to Game Freak standards at that point. Shiny Sceptile, you're telling me it looks awesome? I believe you. I really do believe you, Sleepy. Sleepy Snorlax. 2 generations come out on one console except Game Boy. It's not even that. It's just generally Pokemon releases line up in a way, have lined up recently in a way where that happens. But Pokemon will finish out the generation on whatever system it's on, and if, you know, it's a situation like the Switch, like, the thing is, it just doesn't line up as well as it could for, you know, Pokemon to be, like, a release game for the Switch, like a release candidate. Because they had just released, like, Gen 7 and, Gen 7 just got released, like, 6 months before the system came out. So they were still multiple years left in that generation. But yeah, now that Game Freak has the hardware to make stuff for the Switch, they have hardware in their hands to work on Switch development. That's what they're gonna do, and they're gonna make it a super polished game. And it's gonna take them a little while. It's gonna take them a while, for sure. just because it's a completely new form factor. Even like moving to the 3DS, while it added a lot more processing and they could go 3D, it wasn't a different form factor. It was still a solely portable console with 2 screens on it. Now they have to go back to a single screen. They have to make it where it works on a big screen and a small screen. Shiny Pokemon. Hopefully we can get some today. Pokemon's going to lose a lot of money because the Switch is really expensive. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Because I mean, think about it. A 3DS, if you were to go with a new 3DS XL right now, it'd be $200. Plus the charger, so $215. That's, you know, a lot of money to put into a handheld system. But you got to think a lot of people may have gotten the Wii U instead of getting a 3DS because they're more likely to play like Smash Bros and stuff and want to play it on the TV. So, but now those same people who would have bought the Wii U also bought a Switch. And so you're getting more people to have consoles, like a bigger demographic to potentially buy the console and be able to play the game. While you are definitely, admittedly, you're going to be losing some people to the price of it, but I don't think it's going to be as many as you think. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's no way to really predict it until it happens, but I don't think moving to the Switch is going to hurt Pokemon too much. Tammy Schneider, what is up? Welcome to the stream. They switched to the Switch. Indeed they did. So Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are the last Pokemon games on the 3DS. It is true, Kitty. It is true. IGN had an interview with some of the Game Freak employees, and it was confirmed. Because before, all we knew was that mainline games were coming to the Switch. So at some point, they were going to stop being on the 3DS. And yeah, they just officially announced that it's going to be Gen 8 that's on the Switch instead of potentially like Gen 8 still on the 3DS and Gen 9 on the Switch. It's so hard. It was so hard for you to get your 3DS because of money, and now they changed to the Switch. I mean, you still have Sun, you still have like Ultra Sun. You still got a couple of generations. I mean, I didn't even get my like I feel like I was pretty close to the end. Like when I started getting into Pokemon, they were already like working on Gen 4. Like it was already the point that I was gonna have to get a new system if I wanted to play it. That's what'll happen. But I mean, it's not like suddenly no one's gonna be playing Sun and Moon. There are gonna be a lot of people who like also can't get a Switch, and they'll still just be playing Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. You don't even have a 3DS yet, and you get this news before you get it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yep, but they, like, as soon as they announced Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, they had to come out 2 days later and go, yes, we are making a game for the Switch, calm down, because everyone was very upset that it wasn't, like, Pokemon Stars coming out on the Switch, which everyone was like, that's definitely what's gonna happen, guys. And even though it wasn't. Like, it just admittedly was not going to happen. Like, I don't know where that actually got into people's heads. We want remakes before Gen 8. I don't know. Like I've said, I am sticking to my guns on we're going to start seeing remakes every, like, other generation. So we saw remakes in Gen 6. Gen 7 is just going to be these sequels. Then Gen 8 is going to have Gen 4 remakes. Gen 7 isn't getting remakes. Yeah, no, at this point, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon is just the final version of Sun and Moon. The final, this is what Game Freak wanted to put into Gen 7. After you sum, Gen 7 is officially over. Technically, they haven't stated that. Well, no, actually, they have. Like, these are the last mainline games on the 3DS. Which means... Which, I don't know, I feel like they consider, remakes as mainline. Gen 4 remakes aren't going to happen in a few more years, stop asking for it. Like I'm saying, I would love some Sinnoh remakes. They're going to happen in Gen 8. If, at the earliest they will happen in Gen 8, because I feel like Game Freak wants to start spacing those out more. Yeah, 2023, 2024 for some solid Gen 7 remakes. At that point, they're just like holographic. They're VR. It's VR Pokemon at that point. At least you can play a 3D Pokemon game. You're not that mad about it. Yeah, exactly. Them coming out on the Switch doesn't stop you from being able to play them on the 3DS. Like, to enjoy the ones you're playing on the 3DS. I mean, look at this. We're on the 3DS. We're talking about them moving from the 3DS to the Switch for Gen 7 to Gen 8. and we're all sitting here enjoying Gen 3. Like, it's Pokemon, it's Pokemon. Just because there's a newer one out doesn't mean the old one's bad now. People won't be patient about the remakes. No, they won't. People want the remakes. And Game Freak knows it, that's why they still make them. You're mostly a nostalgic player, don't care much about the newer gens. In fact, you're totally missing Gen 7. Just love playing games you played as a kid. Fair enough, Filippo, fair enough. Like, yeah. There are a lot of people that do that. What do they shut down the 3DS connection thing like they did the DS? It would be a while before they did that, I feel. I don't... Like... Because the Switch is still this gray area of it's the successor to the 3DS, but it's not. So I feel like Nintendo's going to keep the 3DS network online a lot longer than like a DS network would have stayed on. Honestly, don't really want Sinnoh Gen as much as you wanted previous remakes since it's a DS game. I think that's part of it. I think because you can still play it and it's not like you're losing any form factor. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Like I said, people love remakes. People are gonna buy the remakes. So Game Freak's gonna keep making the remakes. But it'll be interesting to see how much of a like change in kind of the like feel of Pokemon is when they go to the Switch. And depending on how that ends up being, then it'll determine whether or not like remakes are something to be really excited for or not. But then they will eventually discontinue Wi-Fi for 3DS. Well, I mean, eventually, but like, it's gonna be a while. They're not gonna instantly like release Gen 8 and kill the 3DS off. Like, they're still selling those systems. They'd gladly keep that online for a while. 3DS is what earned so much money for Nintendo, and now they're pretty much killing it. I feel like DS 3DS remakes for Game Boy games was a lot more hype than remaking DS games to 3DS. Yeah, no, like it wouldn't... Granted, you could do this with a... You could do this, I believe... No, actually, could you? I'm blanking. I don't remember if like Game Boy and Game Boy Color games could play in the DS. Like I feel like that got cut. I know it got cut from the Game Boy Micro, and I feel like that same system is what got carried over into the DS. But like, yeah, it was a true change in form factor. You suddenly had two screens. There's a higher resolution, all this stuff, as opposed to you know, if you moved Sinnoh to the 3DS, you'd literally just be getting Sinnoh with more 3D. The new Pokemon tournament games are on the Switch. They are, yes. Yeah, the new Pokémon is out on the Switch now. What about DS game to Switch? That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, is that's when it becomes an actual form factor change. Suddenly you're playing Sinnoh on like a 40-inch TV. Like that's different. That's kind of cool again. Like that is a little bit different of an experience. That's more exciting since it's huge upgrading hardware. Exactly. Which while Nintendo's obviously playing, or Game Freak is obviously trying to play in a nostalgia factor and selling games, they also know that the hype for it will be cool for like a week or two, and then kind of go, oh yeah, I guess this is really just the same game with slightly better graphics. As opposed to what... Because remakes aren't just the same game again with new graphics. They're always kind of like play into the new features of the system and show what we can do now that we couldn't before. So, you know, you're not going to have the same like excitement if you just basically release the same game with better graphics. You're going to have to see what the Switch brings to the table in terms of new Pokemon games, and then see how that carries forward into the new stuff. Only Game Boy Advance games play on the DS. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Otherwise, I was going to say you could play Gold and Silver instead of Heart Gold, Soul Silver on your DS, but... Because the way that whole system works is kind of funny. It's not even like, oh, the Game Boy can still play it, or Game Boy Advance is like backwards compatible in the sense that it can run those games. It just has all the hardware of a Game Boy inside it as well as the Game Boy Advance hardware. And it just has a physical switch inside the system that switches it over. Which is kind of funny. What is up, Painado Alive? Welcome to the stream. The Switch is more capable of bigger things. Yeah, because it's like... It's got like a full NVIDIA chipset in it. It's like actually kind of hardcore power for a handheld, which is why it's a hybrid handheld console. Not only is the Switch expensive, but games for Switch will be expensive too. That depends on the games, though. Some have been more expensive than others. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like most of the time when you go to the Xbox and even like regular, like fairly cheap-ish games are still like $60 just because every Xbox game is $60. There's been a lot more variance, I've noticed, with at least some of the Switch games I've bought. What's up, Jihad? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Majestic Ethan? Welcome as well. Pokemon games for the Switch will be, like, main series will be $39.99. I don't know. Like I said, there's no way for us to really know until it comes out. That kind of stuff I can't really guess. It's more the technical stuff that I'm, like, comfortable kind of not predicting, but kind of hypothetically talking about. But, like, prices and stuff, I don't know. That's economics. That's not my deal. You love the original Gen 1 games compared to their remakes. You loved all the manual work and relatively crude graphics and mechanics and glitches and everything about it. Fair enough, fair enough. I personally like the remakes better, but that's because I'm like a Gen 3 kid. So for me, that's the familiar style. And going back to Gen 1, it's like, I'm glad that they added all the features in from Gen 3 that they did, like running shoes and Pokeballs not missing randomly, stuff like that. Are you going to go now? Good luck on the Shiny Whismur. See you later, Kitty Gamer. Thanks for stopping by the stream. By 2100 every unit will be like $200. Yeah, but because of inflation, that's actually like, you know, cheaper than games are now. It's been that same price for years. I mean, that's happened, especially with the DS stuff. What's up, Nick? Welcome to the stream. You can't find a Pokemon that can learn False Swipe. What starter did you choose? Because I know Decidueye can learn False Swipe. I know Parasect can learn False Swipe, but I only know that because it's the one Pokemon that can have the ability Damp and no False Swipe. Games actually got a lot cheaper than the games for SNES and N64 times. I mean, I wasn't into games back then. I was like way too little. But yeah, compared to you have Torracat, maybe Incineroar can learn it. I'm not sure. I don't actually remember. And what's up, Shiny Saiyan Slash? Welcome to the stream. Game Freak will put their ideas they've wanted to do years with the Switch without a small hardware limit. Yeah, I mean that's one thing that you can kind of notice with Game Freak is they've hinted at things for years before they actually implement it into like a main series game. Well, people like found Alolan Executor is in like Pokemon Snap's artwork. It's like, that doesn't look like a normal Executor. And then here we are decades later, and it's like, oh, hey, that's what it is now. Scyther learns it by default. Not sure if it's available on your version. If he has Sun, then yeah, it should be. I don't know if Scyther's version exclusive. I don't think it is. Because I know I've caught Scyther straight up on Sun. Your phone just types stuff. That happens sometimes. Go Corndog. Yeah, hopefully Corndog can come out to meet a fellow Shiny at some point. Pokemon Snap sequel when it would be perfect with the motion stuff on the Switch. Can you imagine that? Like physically holding your Switch and once we get an encounter. Like physically holding your Switch and looking around as like the cart moved. That would be so awesome. Like that would actually be pretty cool. That's what we need. That's what we need on the Switch more than anything else is Pokemon Snap. Who's the best villain group in Pokemon? I don't know. I don't know. In terms of like motive, I don't actually really know. Team Aqua's the one that I'm so used to from playing as a kid and playing Alpha Sapphire. But Team Skull's also way over the top and kind of hilarious at times. Aether Foundation's probably the most actually kind of evil in my mind. Because, like, they basically manipulate this other group into doing all their bidding. Honestly, should have been a Wii U game. Yeah, that would have been freaking perfect. But I think that was more of Game Freak knowing the Wii U wasn't selling well than anything. Unfortunately, I feel like that's what happened, is the Wii U wasn't selling well enough to justify actually, like, developing a big Pokemon game for it. Granted, like, Pokken came out, but Pokken's different. Fail the Shiny, dare you to scream the F word. That won't happen. Because A, we're too good, we're not going to fail the Shiny. And B, I like try very hard to not do that on the stream in the first place, so I'm not gonna break that for a dare. How long will I stream today? We'll be streaming for about another hour and a half. We've been going for 30 minutes, and I try to stream for 2 hours a day. But like I said, I've mentioned this before, but about the halfway point, we're gonna switch some things up a little bit. We're still gonna be hunting Whismur and all that, but just there will be a little bit of a difference after the first hour mark. Thing is, I don't really think USUM will be the last games for 3DS because they will still have 3DS Teen, but they probably won't be main series games. Yeah, they may release some like non-mainstream games, but for the most part, their main team is going to be over on Switch development. Like most of their, like, I guarantee you, the majority of their team, Game Freak's team, is already, or even like during the tail end when they were both like, or when like USUM was still in full development. At this point, they're like doing more of the press stuff and final tweaks and making sure it like isn't crashing constantly. When they were still like going full power with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I guarantee you most of their team was already over on the Switch stuff. Like as soon as Sun and Moon was done, their development team like took a break, like woohoo, successful game launch, and then like went right back into Switch development for Gen 8 and getting an engine built. Still waiting for a new Pokemon Ranger game. Yeah, you mentioned that before. Side games won't stay on the 3DS, not for long, but I can see them. I can see them releasing like something on it. So you got to go somewhere, but you're gonna watch on your phone because service you won't see for like 25 to 50 minutes. It's all good night, buddies. It's all good. I understand when people have to go. You want a new Ranger game too? It's been 7 years. Yeah, it has been 7 years. It's weird to think about that though. That like 7 years ago was 2010. Like, that doesn't feel that long ago for me. When I think about the dates, but then when I think back that far in my mind, I'm like, yeah, that was a good while ago. Last side game there was Super Mystery Dungeon. Really? Like, I haven't ever really paid attention to the side games, so like that's actually me going, oh, huh. When did that one come out? Ukulele Pichu is the best character. Alright. You want a sequel to Pokemon? Well, you're gonna get that one. Or XD. I thought that was an emoji. I thought it was like an emoticon for a second. I was like, oh, yeah, you're gonna get that, but XD, I'm not sure. There's one little chance that a Pokemon Switch game won't be as popular as 3DS ones. They could come back to the 3DS, but that chance is very little. I don't think that would happen. Like, I can't imagine them going back a system. Ever. Like, because I honestly don't think the Switch sales are going to be bad. The Switch has already been extremely popular. The limiting factor in people buying it is the number of Switches available to buy. So, I don't know. I don't know, like, it could do poorly because the system's more expensive, but I honestly don't think that it's going to hurt it too bad. 2015, you believe, okay. That's been a little while then. Like, 2 years isn't bad, but at the same time, like, they could release something. How do you chat? Well, aren't you already chatting, Batman? Yeah, it's not going to go back to system. What's up, Bernie? Welcome to the stream. When you keep hunting Ralts, you'll always get the same Poochyena with the same nature and the same because the RNG in Emerald that applies to every Pokemon you find as a shiny in that game. Yeah, no, like, yeah, every Pokemon that is found through the method I was using at the time will have the same, like, nature and IVs and stuff. It shouldn't always be a Poochyena. The only thing I can think with that is potentially if Poochyena's, like, they kind of, some part of the number in encounters in the RNG is like, determines which Pokemon in the list shows up, and that Pokemon, both times that we've done it, has coincidentally been a Poochyena. Like, that's the only thing I could think, and, like, I don't even know if that's true. But yeah, I'm fully aware that, like, all those Poochyenas are clones that are going to happen because of Emerald's RNG. I was just hoping that the clones would be different Pokemon with the same stats instead of the same Pokemon with the same stats. Yeah, they wouldn't go back. Yeah, I can't see them ever going back a generation or going back a system. But at the same time, I would also say, don't expect like the 3DS. Like, I know you guys are mentioning like concern about like the 3DS network going offline. I don't see that happening for a while. They legitimately just released like a new form factor of the 3DS family. They're not going to kill that off in like a year or two. Over 2 million Switch sold in the US alone. Yeah, like it's going to be pretty. It's gonna be. It's a pretty popular system already, and they haven't even had like their first holiday yet. How do you pick up an item that's Scotland found? You should just be able to like hit A. Like when you're standing by it now, or something. You go into party and take it from. Oh, so it found it itself. Okay. Okay, so it's holding it then. Never actually use that. It will unless you do the sweet scent method, or it'll always be Poochyena on that route. Okay, okay, that actually kind of makes sense. That actually makes a little bit of sense. I'm just hoping that Whismur decides to show up. That's why we kind of switched back to Runaways, is because I've kind of realized I don't have as good of a grasp on the RNG issue as I thought I did. Like I had a grasp on it and the ways to counteract it with Treecko, but using it to my advantage, I didn't have as much of one. Has anyone gotten the new prototype Mewtwo card? I have not. Is that one of the, like, new trading cards? Chase Stone, welcome to the stream, and you're saying 370. Alright, we'll see. It's a really cool card. You gotta hold it in your hand. Awesome. Yeah, I still feel like this controller really just wants to go down for some reason. Like the D-pad keeps triggering. You want full art how from Guardians Rising? Alright, alright. Yeah, some of the full art cards I actually kind of like. They're pretty cool. On the trading card game, yeah, I figured. I know I asked about the Mewtwo thing, but yeah, with HOW and all that, with Guardians Rising, yeah, that's what it is. Jack, what is up? Welcome to the stream. 2 shinies, male and female, will it result in a shiny egg? No. Unless you're talking Gen 2. Gen 2 is different, it's a little bit more likely, but if you're talking anything other than, like, Gen 2, it's completely based on random stats. It has nothing to do with the parents. Do I have any Pokemon cards? I have a few. I don't have many. I used to have a bunch, but they were like in my basement and they all got soaked in water. Like there was a leak and the leak went directly into the box that had all the cards, so they all stuck together and got all paper mache gooey. But I have a few. I have a few from like I picked up like 1 or 2 packs from the like Guardians Rising stuff just to kind of have. 385, call it Pickle Rick. We'll see, Batman. We'll see. And it sucks. Yeah, I had some pretty, like, cool cards, but I don't know. As a kid, I didn't really, like, grasp, like, the value of them and stuff. I just kind of thought they were cool to have, so it still was terrible when they got destroyed. But, like, I have no clue how much, like, any of them would have been worth. Because I know a lot of the ones I thought were cool were, like, the ones that just came in, like, boxes. You know, like when you buy the box and it has like those specific like holo cards in it that every box has. Like I always thought those were the cool ones. I was like, haha, see, I have a Mew now, even though it wasn't like a rare Mew, it was just a Mew. You still have all your old cards you had when you were like 9. Awesome. Glad to see that you were able to keep hold of them. You got some of the new sets? Alright. Alright. Yeah, like now all I have is like 1 Dark Magneton card from way back that managed to not get broken. Or broken, but not get ruined. And Yeah, the packs that I said I bought like over this past summer. In Gen 2, the chances of getting a shiny were dependent on the IV or DV values. Yeah, the DVs, because they didn't have IVs and EVs, it was just DVs back then. Which is why breeding with at least one shiny parent gave you a better chance of a shiny egg. Yeah. But then in Gen 3 and onward, it was based on like the personality ID, which is completely unrelated to any other stat of the Pokemon. So like it could be shiny and it could be shiny with any stats now. But yeah, back then it was all based on the IVs or the DVs. You haven't bought any Pokemon cards in months. I mean, neither have I. Like, it was only over the summer I bought a couple packs. You haven't bought any in a month. I mean, that's more recent than months, like plural. But yeah, I mean, I guess yeah. Since I bought any, there's already been like the new set, the Burning Shadows, that came out, and I don't know if there's been any more after that already. Like, I feel like there may have been actually, and I just not aware of it. Like, I don't follow the card game too much. You've kind of not been around the trading card game recently. Yeah, like I've never played the trading card game. I just had a couple cards to have in a collection. Your mom says they have no value and that you have a problem for collecting them. I mean, I don't know. Like, the odds of you getting enough like cards in the pack that are worth more than the pack, definitely I can see where that argument comes from. But like at the same time, collecting things is collecting things. It can be fun, just as long as you don't go overboard. Like if you go to the point where like you spend every last penny on them, that's different. But I know, like, when I opened one pack, I got, like, a Metagross GX or something. Yeah, I think that's what it was. And I looked up the price of the card if I sold it online, and I would have made the price of the pack back. But that's, like, getting extremely lucky with it. Like, the odds of you spending, let's say, like, $50 and getting $50+ of cards, oh, excuse me, is extremely low. You always go for the Evolutions booster packs so you can get something that has some value and prove your mom wrong. Yeah, they have a new set called Shining Legends. Okay, yeah, because I felt like I saw it like in stores, but I was like, oh, huh, I guess that's a new one. Alright, so they have indeed released another set. Okay. Oh yeah, internet died. Oh no! Rip Indie. After you just got it fixed too. Or is this like internet overall and not just Ethernet? You want the Shiny Rayquaza from Shining Legends. Is there actually like a Shiny Rayquaza in that? To be honest, I may have to get a pack if like there's a chance of getting a shiny out of it. Because I know they have done like actual like shinies before in the game, in the cards, and they're like the Gold Star ones. But if like there's actually a shiny in the pack, that'd be awesome. Wi-Fi doesn't work either, so it is like whole internet then. Okay, rip. One booster pack costs like $2 at your Walmart. Yeah, depending on what kind of packs you're getting. That may also be like 3 cards. Because I know like the packs I got would be like $4 before like I had a membership at the store I got them at, so it like knocked off a good bit of the price. For like 10 cards. So like a lot of times like $1 or $2 packs are always like 3 cards or something. Over here they're $8. Dang, that's actually pretty expensive. What's up, Brandon Espinoza? Welcome to the stream. How's it going today, man? And Brandon Espinoza, thank you for the sub, by the way. I appreciate it. I hope you, I'm glad that you enjoy everything enough to sub, and I hope you keep enjoying it. Is it possible for you to shiny hunt Steven's Beldum and the Sudowoodo in the Battle Frontier? Kind of, yes. Yes. Actually, no, not kind of, yes, you can. Because I have the shiny frame for Treecko, and I was able to do the math and find out where my other shiny frames were, I can indeed hunt for those Pokemon. As long as I can go through the animations quickly enough. Like, the problem is when you play the whole game without figuring out your shiny frame, and then trying to do those, because you might not be able to at all. But assuming I can get to them in like 48 seconds. That's about the like, because that was a big fly and like it just hit me in the face on camera. I don't know where that one came from either, and why it even is here. But yeah, I can hunt those. I believe. And I can also hunt the legendaries with things other than runaways. Because I have a shiny frame at like 26 seconds, one at 48, and one at 57. So I'm like pretty well off in terms of my ability to soft reset for Pokemon that most of the time you can't. If you want to chuck a Conroy card with no as his attack, I feel like that's a joke that I would get if I watched Sugar Conroy. You can just save him for normal, so yeah, alright. Yeah, because I know those are like some of the ones that are also kind of brought up as scripted Pokemon that's hard to soft reset for in Emerald, because issues with Emerald. But yeah, I should be able to do those. Shiny breeding, Hasty, Arcan, and Pokemon X, and you're at 356 eggs so far. Well, good luck, Brandon. I hope you get it soon. Are you the only one who doesn't get the breeding mechanics? I mean, I understand them enough to know that if I breed things with a Ditto, I'll get that Pokemon again, and occasionally it'll be shiny if the Ditto is from a different country. That's about all I really care about it. There's a whole bunch more to it if you want to like actually look into getting getting competitively viable Pokemon. Mew is basically your favorite shiny Pokemon. Fair enough. Fair enough. I actually really like Mew's colors. I agree that they're pretty good. You kind of understand the breeding mechanic. Like I said, I understand it enough to know how to breed, but aside from that, I just doesn't matter as much to me. Shiny Mega Gengar is fantastic. I've always fanboyed over it, essentially going like it's the solution to the issue with Gengar. Same with Ditto thing, basically the only thing you know about breeding. Yeah, like I said, I know enough to breed Sean Monster 1, thank you for the sub. Gigabit Ethernet, or Internet. Dang, indeed, nice. Nice, I wish I had that. I wish my internet didn't randomly just drop. But yeah, like, I know how to Masuda method, I know how to catch a Ditto and breed with it. That's about it. I know enough to do it, not enough to do it well. Yeah, I don't know where this, like, fly or bug or whatever came from, but it's, like, consistently flying right in front of my face. Also, that beautiful run into the wall several times. Uh, 425 and call it Salvinator, a tribute to the HM slave known as Zigzagoon. Oh, is that like your HM slave? Maybe, we'll see. We will see. It's kind of weird how fast we're going through these encounters now that we're not doing any like random waiting. Cause like now we can get encounters like every 10 seconds. I read that wrong. Oh, Slavinator. I did read that wrong. Lol. Yep, I did read it wrong. Could you do us a favor and make a video explaining how to calculate the shiny frame and speculate its recurrence in the frame line? There are already a lot of videos out there. I don't feel like I could add anything new. Shiny Hunter 98, I believe, or Shiny Collector 98, I forget his name. I apologize to him. He made the video that I used to figure it out, and basically the way it works is you have to catch a shiny. You have to find a shiny. And then from there, there's software you can use to, like, determine the shiny frame. Like, it can basically figure out what your seed is. You don't know all the big stuff about breeding. Yeah, like, you know, what items you're supposed to have them hold and all this stuff to get, like, the perfect IVs and all that. That's beyond me. All you know is nothing. All you need to know is that if you take a Pokemon, breed it with a Ditto, you get a copy of that original Pokemon. In a sense. That's all I know about it, and then I know that if I breed an English Pokemon and a Japanese Pokemon, it's more likely to be a shiny at the end of the day. You don't know any of that. Like I said, Shiny Collector or Shiny Hunter, I believe it's Shiny Collector 98. He made. I watched his video on it, and that's how I figured out. That's how it worked. Like before I started doing the streams and stuff. So if you want to look it up, just like search Pokemon Emerald Shiny RNG, and it'll probably be one of the first videos. He does a good. He does a good job at explaining it. I don't think I could do as good of a job, and I would definitely be like. Wouldn't be able to do it without just like essentially plagiarizing his video, which I'm not going to do. It's quite technically, you'd suspect. So essentially, what you do is what I did on the Treecko streams, where you soft reset for your starter over and over and over again, assuming you want to like get a shiny starter as well. Otherwise, you can just as easily run around in the grass a bunch until you catch a shiny. But if you're doing it the way I did it, you go for your shiny starter, and every 50 encounters or so, like every 50 soft resets, you just completely reset your save. Because at that point, you haven't seen a shiny frame early in your game, the odds of it being there are fairly low at that point, especially in like the range that's comfortable for soft resetting. So, once you find a shiny that way, you obviously keep it, and you raise it up, and you make sure you keep track of its EVs and IVs. Like there's an IV calculator online for Pokemon, and as long as you keep track of the EVs as you like raise it up, you can determine what its IVs are, and from there it's pretty straightforward, and you can once you figure out the IVs, which is a whole different thing, you know, like I said, you have to like raise the Pokemon up, keep track of its stats, keep track of what Pokemon you fought with it, so you know its EVs, which is fairly technical, and just more time consuming than anything. And very nerve-wracking that you'll get it a little bit wrong. Once you figure out its IVs, you can put them in like the RNG reporter, and that plus your ID can give you that Pokemon's secret ID, which is what you need to determine when your shiny frames are. And it'll tell you your shiny frames, it'll give you the frame number and the frame time that it occurs, what nature Pokemon appears on it, what their stats will be, all that kind of stuff. What's up, Mimo and Gladian? Welcome to the stream. How was your day? Do I have Ruby or Sapphire? I have Sapphire somewhere, as in it exists, and it's lost. But we have Emerald. That's what we have right now. You did have Sapphire, you don't know where it is. Same though. Probably hidden somewhere in your house. Pretty much same, yeah. Fire Red and Sapphire just kind of disappeared on me sometime in the last, like, decade. You know, it's quite a bunch of stuff about breeding. Be it moves, IVs, etc. Been doing it for all your ground rock steel teams to prep for the Battle Frontier and postgame. Alright. You're hungry, you need chips? Well then go get some chips. What's up, Shadow Kid 101? Welcome to the stream. Taking so long to get to 1,000 subs. Come on, everyone, almost there. We are really close, yeah. Yeah, we finally, I think, started to kind of come back from the whole weird YouTube issue that we had. Because, like, before, yeah, we were on track to hit it within, like, a day or two. And then, like, right around the time we found Treecko. And then we lost all our momentum, and we've kind of been building it back up slowly. But, yeah, I finally started to notice we're pretty close. We're, like, what, 24, 25 away last time I checked, which is insane. It's ridiculous that we're that close. You're just starting hunting for a Honedge. Well, good luck, man. I hope you get it soon. Alright, guys. I was going to be like, oh, let's get to this encounter before we switch things up like I said we would. I don't realize, like I said, I'd go for an hour doing this, and then switch over, or like, switch it up like I said. And, I was going to be like, oh, let's go to like 425, that'll be close, but then I realized, not with this, this will like, we'll be at like 425 in the next like minute. You might not talk as much, but you're always here. Alright, alright. It's all good, Nuno, it's all good. Time to get back to shiny hunting for Octillery and the Friend Safari next. Well, good luck, Vanillix. Good luck. You've already had 100 encounters. Dang. Dang. Well, I hope you get more fairly quickly, I guess. Or I hope it shows up soon and you don't have to take too many encounters. I don't know. It's kind of losing my train of thought there as I spoke. Maybe that shiny Slowpoke on Crystal, or Liquid Crystal was a sign. Maybe. Maybe, you'll never know. Unless you, like, find the Octillery now, and then, yeah, I guess it would have been a sign. You'll just have to find out then. $425, maybe Batman Man, maybe. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go to 425. That's what I was kind of thinking. We actually made it a lot closer to the hour than I thought, and I'm gonna start getting things swapped over, or like swapped over so we can switch it up. Like I said, there's a few things I have to do that aren't gonna be like encountering on camera for a second. He's turned into 3S, so we'll find out. All right, all right. Alright, so that was 424, even though the encounter says 425. So here is 425 once we encounter it. You would start guessing shiny encounters, you wouldn't start guessing shiny encounters, you just want to surprise yourself. Fair enough, fair enough. I'll get a shiny Poochyena. Hopefully not. I really hope that we don't. But there we go. 425 was not a shiny. Yeah, give me a minute here, guys. I need to get some things set up. I'm gonna switch stuff up. And what's up, Mike F? Welcome back to the stream. Alright, yeah. Sorry about this, guys. This is a little awkward. Normally don't do this in the middle, but... I normally wouldn't do something like this in the middle, but... I want to switch it up today. So we're gonna... Is that the right? Yeah, that's gonna be right. Your Octillery wasn't shiny! Oh no! Oh no! Hopefully the next one will be, though, Vanillix. Hopefully the next one will be. 1 second here. Sorry, this shouldn't take as long as it is, but... Nice it. That's not the right thing. Ah! You got a shiny Kakuna and 53 encounters. Nice, Mike. That's awesome. Congrats, man. And Jaguar Voodoo, what is up? Welcome to the stream. You never shiny hunted and never will. Why not? Why not give it a shot? Alright. Alright guys, but we're going to switch it up here, and this is going to be really weird, because I didn't say anything about it, but, 1 second. What? What? But yeah guys, we got our cap card! We got a cap card, we can hunt in Alpha Sapphire now, so I wanted to at least do it today, because it just showed up. So that's why the layout's kind of weird, is because it's not quite right. Yes, or S. Yeah, yes, or S, indeed. And we can, like, horde hunt now, too, which is going to be a lot easier. You weren't ready. No, I wasn't ready either. Like, I was expecting this to take, like, over a month to get here. And then it just showed up in, like, 3 days. Like, I ordered it, and I was like, okay, it'll take a little while to show up. Also, this whole layout's kind of different, obviously, but it's kind of just thrown together, because like I said, I wasn't prepared for this thing to show up at all, but I couldn't wait. I just wanted to use it. Sinnoh confirmed. Or Shiny confirmed. Little Snaggletooth. Hey, I mean, I didn't say anything. I didn't, like, hide it from you guys. It legitimately showed up today. Also, what, I guess I need to add, like, 5 to the encounter thing there. Level 100 steps out. Are you genning? I'm not genning, are you? I mean, I've had this game for several years now. So yeah, this is gonna be a little bit weird just getting used to, because I haven't done any hunts in Alpha Sapphire before. Ooh, Ian's genning. How dare you accuse me of such things? Why? But yeah, guys, so this will be interesting. Obviously, like, this can't count towards our shiny badge quest, but like, it'd be awesome if we got it here. That's also kind of why, like, I was like, we should go for Whismur. You and Savali dab for luck. All right, like a true meme lord. Ian's a hacker. Change game on YouTube. I did. I actually did. That's what I was doing when I was like trying to set things up. So if it didn't show up, refresh, because it should be like a new thumbnail that has Alpha Sapphire's logo, as well as the title should be changed. What's genning? Genning is like where you generate Pokemon. That's what it stands for. Bring a Zigzagoon with you. But why? Why would I bring a Zigzagoon with me? Slave and Adriel will give luck. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, guys, how's the like audio for you? I know it might be a little bit like wonky and like there's a little bit of peaking in it. I still have to work on all this stuff. Like I said, I legitimately just got it today and was able to get enough of a layout together that we could have both screens on the like stream. Marcel Gerhardt, welcome to the stream. We'll say Shiny Whismur 10 times in a row and it will pop up quickly. It worked at someone's stream. I don't know, we've tried that before and it hasn't been successful. You're gonna go on Alpha Sapphire. Alright. Alright. I gen 900 rare candies. No. Only like 800. It's weird. I want to play on the screen like I normally do. Like because I normally, the only screen I had for the GameCube and the Game Boy stuff was on the stream, so I'm like still trying to do that even though I have like the 3DS in front of me. Are you heading out, Meme Lord? See you later, man. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Just realized the name Whismur is Whisper and Exploud is loud. Yes, and it's also Explode. You're about to battle Diantha. Wish you luck. Well, good luck, Pika's Master. Good luck. Favorite Pokemon? Ian has the question of the day. It's more of like, I know Ralts popped up a bunch there, but it's kind of like it kind of goes through some things. Like frequently brought up things on the stream or things that should be brought up more. I still have to add to it. Like this is legitimately all stuff that I was like planning on working on. And Filippo C donating $10 cap card hype, dude. Filippo C hype, guys. Thank you, man. Thank you, Filippo. That means so much, dude. Like, I cannot say thank you enough. But yeah, cap card hype. Like, we're able to play some newer games. I want to get some Sun and Moon SOS chaining in. Like, there's gonna be a lot of fun to have. And hype donation, yeah, a lot of hype, guys. Give Filippo so much love in the chat there. But yeah, like I was saying, this whole layout's just kind of like thrown together because I ordered it. I was like expecting it to take like a month because that's what people always talk about. Is like You know, especially around like Pokemon releasing, like that's when Katsukity gets really overwhelmed with stuff, and it's like, alright, should probably order it soon if I want it to potentially get here in time. And then I was like, oh, I'll check like my emails to make sure everything got confirmed. And I had an email like, yeah, it'll be here tomorrow. I was like, what? What? That's a little bit sooner than a month. So that was kind of weird. So I had like no time to prep anything. I was like gonna take a little bit of time each week and work on the layout, all that kind of stuff. Then it just showed up and hadn't worked on any kind of layout yet, so it was awkward. But hey, we're able to hunt with it, which is awesome. We have a shiny Treecko? We do have a shiny Treecko, Marcel. We don't have it in this game, though. It is on Emerald, which we just turned off. It was the first hunt that we did. It was where we got our... It's that shiny Grovyle that we were using during our random encounters on Whismur. Donate if you weren't 14. It's all good, Batman, man. I don't, like, expect anyone to donate or anything. I don't ask. It's there because people are actually asking me to let them. So I put it there, but, you know... I just do these streams because I like them, so it doesn't matter. It does not matter if you can or can't at all. Showtime, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Yusun playthrough? Maybe, maybe. I don't know if it'd be a whole playthrough. I think it would just be like a stream of, the game just came out, guys. Let's play it right now while it's super hype. And that'd be about it. Because I'd probably want to play a little bit off stream too. I may just like, or I may like do Ultra Moon or something and then play Ultra Sun myself. I'm not sure. When did I get the cap card? Today. Like, it showed up today. Which is why the layout's kind of, like, bland. It's because I just had to throw something together that was not a white background. Why do your earphones always break? Getting another pair? Aw, man, that stinks. I used to have earphones break all the time. Like, one earbud would just die on me. And Timmy, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, by the way. I don't know what... I've said by the way to, like, every single sub for, like the past 2 streams. Trying to donate your parents' money? Don't do that. That would get you and me in trouble, I think. Mainly you, but there would be some questions as to why you did it for me. But yeah, guys, this is my cap card. It's the new 2DS XL, and it's like one of the first. It's, you know, in the white and orange color. Which at first when I opened the box, I was like, oh no, that's like potentially not a good thing. Because they've only been available in the US region for like a month now. So I didn't know how long he had the card. Because he had to get a card from North America to Japan and back in that time. And like, oh, that's a maybe like it would be region lock or something and I wouldn't be able to use it, which would have been really awkward. But nope, it's US, which is pretty cool. Yeah, do not use your parents' money. Exactly. Listen to Vanillix there, Batman. Show. I mean, yeah, I guess we can unplug this. This is fine to unplug, that's just the power cable. But, oh man, all the connectors are actually tight because they're, like, brand new. So this is weird. Alright, there we go. Yeah, here it is. Like, and then just, like, it's all coming through this port even though the headphone jack's in. I just found the headphone jack was, like, actually kind of helping ground the audio. Like, I don't know, that may have also just been, like, placebo effect. I'm not sure. But that's the only reason they're both plugged in. But yeah, it's just USB to the computer, which is pretty cool. It just comes right out the front here, which is, it's kind of awesome. It's like super cool how like it all still fits in the same package. Yeah, new 2DS XL. Yeah. It was actually cheaper than getting like a new 3DS XL, so I went with that, and it, you know, looked cooler anyways. And I think technically, according to a lot of reviewers, it has a slightly better. It has, like, slightly better performance. Like, marginal differences. But it still technically does have better performance. So, things like Horde battles and Battle Royale and stuff won't stutter as much, which would be good. I would still advise against it, Batman, man. I would still advise against it. A very solid no from Snorlax, which I agree with. How do you get Sweet Scent in ORAS? I don't know, it just happened to be on one of my Pokemon. Like, I haven't touched Alpha Sapphire in several months. Like, I've legitimately only been playing Sun since Sun and Moon came out. I just was like, I can be cheeky and just keep doing a Whismur hunt with Alpha Sapphire. So that's what we did. So that's like the one reason that we're here and not in Sun and Moon. I might actually, right at the end of the stream, guys, I'll probably get my cartridge of Sun out so I can like show you guys all my shinies, which would be kind of cool. Don't use any money. Exactly. Exactly, that's what I'm telling you. If you don't have any, don't use it. I don't have anything set up like that, Jiha. I appreciate the thought, though. This is like surprisingly, I guess, like my first Horde hunt ever too, which is why it's kind of a little awkward, I guess, like not going as smoothly as it may if it was other people doing it. Like I was like, oh yeah, I actually need to hit the counter up like 5 times in a row instead of once. I actually don't have any Gen 6 shinies either. Like this will be the first time I get something outside of like Gen 3 or Gen 7. Which will be pretty cool. Spending too much time watching rather than doing homework. Go do homework, man. Go do homework. That's way more important. You should do that. You should be doing that instead of watching this. What's up, Pokémon? Welcome to the stream. We don't know any shiny hunting methods in ORAS. Yeah, this is like the closest. Well, there's Poké Radar or Dex Nabbing if you're in Alpha Sapphire. And then Horde hunting, it doesn't increase the odds at all. It just does 5 encounters at once instead of the normal 1 encounter at once. Finally made some of your streams. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you. You were here, what, like a little earlier this week, but for the most part, it's been a while. Yeah, glad to see you back, man. And Ruben Alvarez, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. Because you were gonna hunt on Alpha Sapphire. Well, I mean, go for it. I just know I just searched my PC for a Pokemon that had Sweet Scent, and Masquerain happened to have it, so we're using it. It still feels weird, like I said. I'm looking at the stream instead of at the DS. Whismur cry. So many Whismur cries. Why do teachers give you homework when you're like 10? I mean, because that's like what you have to do as a student, unfortunately. I wish that I didn't have to have homework when I was 10. Like that was honestly, that was probably like the worst time for having homework, because I just didn't want to do it, and I was like 10, so I really didn't want to do it. Yeah, it's gonna be weird getting used to using that cap card. Summer homework was a real pain. Yeah, summer homework can. I remember having to do that a couple times in high school. Not fun. In 6:15, it is indeed, Batman Man. It is indeed. But yeah, I remember for a couple of my classes in high school, I had to do like work over the summer, and that was always rough because I would just not do it for the first half of summer break. And then it would be, nope, didn't want to go into summary. Whoops. You had to do summer reading tests, oh man. At least like reading isn't generally too bad. I should hunt on Y. That would require me to finish Y or X. But yeah, I'd love to do hunts on everything in the future. Because yeah, I have all 4 Gen 6 games, which means I can do I can go for a living national dex in terms of everything up to Gen 6. We'll have to see what Usum brings to the table in terms of Pokemon to complete the national dex, but should be pretty close. So that'll be fun. That will be very fun. The face when you had homework every break while you lived in Korea. RIP. Yep, nope. Didn't have homework over breaks until like high school. Aside from like, there were points where like my parents would buy like, you know, kind of like practice workbooks for me to use over the summer and stuff that I had to do, and like if I did enough of it, I got like a little toy or something. And that was about it. So close to 1,000. Really happy for you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You've been here since the beginning. Glad to see you still grow. You know, shout out and hopefully you get to 1K. You'll be the first to say congrats. Well, thank you, Pokénerd. Thank you. Yeah, we're like getting real close now. I don't remember if I added them or not, but I know I've forgotten at least one. So go in. Adding extra 5 is all good. No more ever. Yeah, once you're just done with having summer breaks, then there's no more summer homework. We have 900-page books. It's not fun. No, I can see that. Especially if it's not a book you want to read, then it definitely I can see how it'd be painful. Doing your homework while listening, not gonna try anymore. All right, Batman man. Why aren't you hunting an emerald? Well, Blueberry's welcome to the stream. We're not hunting an emerald because we, like, legitimately just today got a 3DS cap card. So we're having some fun with it and playing around. We're going to start doing some more hunts on newer games now that we can. We can hunt in every generation now. Because before I couldn't hunt on anything newer than Gen 3. But now that we have a 3DS cap card, we can hunt on Gen 4 through 7, which will be pretty awesome. But we're not going to stop hunting in Emerald or Fire Red or Leaf Green. There'll still be like a day a week at least that we like dedicate to doing those kind of hunts. We'll have to see. For a while, we'll probably just stick with them anyways because I still need to get stuff prepped for this. This arrived in the mail way faster than I thought it would. So this like layout's really cobbled together. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I'm like leaning in a lot more than before. It feels weird. I'm just joining me in the US. There you go. That solves all your problems. Finish Platinum on stream? Maybe. We'll see. I mean, there's so much I can do. We'll just have to see. You can go in the winter. It'll take time though. What's up, Trek? Welcome to the stream, and I just went into the summary menu again. Yeah, thankfully Sweet Scent doesn't have to be at the front of the party, because we noticed the Masquerade has Intimidate, which is a pain in the butt when you're trying to get through a Horde battle. Do your homework in summer, because your teachers leave using 10-year-olds by making them work. I mean, you have to do some amount of homework, otherwise you're not going to learn. I mean, back like the new 3DS capture goes up. Thanks, X-Rider. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, it's not quite done. It's something I had to throw together in order to be able to show it off today. Because like I like legitimately just got it, so I was like, I wanna mess with it. Obviously, I want to show you guys, but at the same time, like I didn't have a layout, so I had to like throw this together enough. Like it's kind of laid out how I want it, but it's not as polished as I would like it. By force, I mean, how else are they gonna get you to do it? Oddish of Sweet Scent, yes, that's actually what we were gonna go find in Emerald to use Sweet Scent, was an Oddish. Now Sweet Scent noise, yep. Is this Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire? It is Alpha Sapphire, John the Pikachu. Do you have the Shiny Charm on this game? I do not, actually. I do not. This is like a full odds hunt. Granted, full odds in this game is like 1 in 4,000 instead of 1 in 8,000, so it's not as bad, but it's still not great. This is more for fun. We're gonna be going back to Emerald with this hunt after today. I just wanted to show off the cap card because why not? This Kyogre is best. I mean, for me it was because I had Sapphire as a kid, so I wanted to like have full nostalgia levels. Use Vileplume on X. Yeah, that would work for Sweet Scent stuff. You have the Shiny Charm, you have the National Dex and the Ho Index completed on Alpha Sapphire. Nice, nice. Yeah, I only have the Ho Index completed, and then I have, like, the Pokemon that you can find in this game that you couldn't find in X and Y. Like that. I have pretty much everything I can find in Alpha Sapphire. But to be honest, I may end up just resetting my save here. Because if I, like, reset all 4 games, then I can get, like, legitimately a full living Shiny Dex. With the exception of, like, locked Pokemon. I should turn off experience share. Your Pokemon are level 52, and you just got the Pony Island. Oh, should you turn it off? That's up to you, Jihad. That's up to you. It definitely makes the game way easier, but the game's like people turn that off specifically to raise the difficulty. So that's completely up to you. Same with the nostalgia. That's why you got Alpha Sapphire. Yeah. Like I was in the store and I was like, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. And I was like, I had Alpha Sapphire before. Alpha Sapphire. Sorry for asking so many questions, but if you find Whismur in this stream, on the off chance, will you still hunt for Whismur and Emerald? I probably won't hunt for Whismur, but there will definitely be another Emerald hunt. Basically, Whismur seems to not work with the method we're using in Emerald, so we're going to go to a different place with grass that doesn't have Poochyenas, because I don't want more Poochyenas. Also, give me a second here. I just noticed something in the donation thing. Yeah, there was like a test donation in there that was not an actual donation. I like just noticed it. Also, if you notice that amazing team I have, it's literally where I just like left off leveling up Pokemon. Remember having to do homework on a Canadian road trip? You had to type out your adventures all over Canada. It took you a whole day to do, dang. I've had some homework assignments that, like, you know, take a lot of time. Oak has lived next to you for 10 years and still asks for your gender. I mean, you could have moved there recently or just not talked to your neighbor. I don't know. Things could happen. It's impossible to run without these shoes. Why, Oak, why? I mean, have you tried running in dress shoes? Not fun. Like, there are definitely shoes that are very hard to run in. Let's do that in the other cave, maybe. I think we're going to go to the Petalburg Woods. Because that's still on the way back. And there's no Poochyenas in there, I don't believe. We may end up finding one, just because of our luck. But I don't believe we'll be able to find anything like that. You love horde hunting, you found a bunch of shinies through that method. Awesome, X-Rider. I actually haven't done horde hunting before today. This will be my first time doing it. Like, I've never actually hunted outside of a Gen 7 or Gen 3. And Gen 3 was only ever on the streams. Now you're doing a 40-page project on living on minimum wage. That's crazy, Batman, man. One thing I will say is that little like the little like FAQ thing that I have pop up in the corner over there. I've noticed it like start to scroll onto the screen a couple times and gone, oh, like there's a new subscriber. Like I should read that off, and then realizing that it's something that's just part of the stream. See you later, Blueberries. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Also, Harsh Tiwari, you're heading out. And see you later, man. See you later, guys. You got the cap card. I did, Razu Eyes. We did get the cap card, which is pretty awesome. I was worried I wouldn't be able to get it in time for Ultra Sun Ultra Moon release, but then it just like showed up ridiculously quickly, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like so quickly that I wasn't even really prepared for it. Like this background's just kind of thrown together because I needed something, like this whole layout. But yeah, so pretty awesome. Oh, you're not leaving, you're saying bye to the guy who was leaving. Oh, okay, Blueberries. I saw your comment first, is why I thought that. How to do it, but you keep chatting. Just go do it, Batman Man. Go do it. There will be more streams. There's not another due date. Shiny hunting on Alpha Sapphire using the same method as me? Alright, Vanillix. We'll see who gets it first then. What did you miss? Not much. We've just been hunting for Whismur, Ryan. Nothing else has changed. But yeah, we finally got our cap card. Obviously, like, not... if it wasn't obvious enough, yeah, we got the cap card. Your fun's about to die. We'll see you later, Pikachu Master. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, you missed everything. We played through, like... We played through Gen 3, 4, 3, 4, and 5, and are at the same point we were in 3. Like, you missed a lot. No, we spent the first half of this stream just doing the normal emerald hunting. But I got this earlier, like, this legitimately showed up today, so I had to break it out. Fire Dancer Kawaii, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Shiny Delmise and Cutie Fly in the same egg batch in Pokepelago. Nice! 3 more shinies for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Awesome, man. Awesome. I can get back into shiny hunting on Sun now, which is fantastic. Like, it's been so long since I've been able to do that. Because, like, I couldn't do SOS hunting because if I had to close my 3DS, it would just, like, shut off. And I couldn't even let it go into sleep mode, essentially, and even just leaving it plugged in, it would turn off randomly, so I was like, shouldn't do that, I guess. Like, bad idea. Chris Khalifa raid, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Everyone coming from the raid, welcome, Chris. Michael F4 just frozen, it didn't save. Oh no, Batman Man. We played every Pokemon game there is exactly. But I'm excited. I can finally get back to some Sun and Moon hunting. Like, I've been dying to do some more. I wanna hit 1,000 hours. I wanna max out my counter or my timer in the game before Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon come out. Like, if I hit 1,000 hours in a year, like, that shouldn't be an accomplishment in the sense that I think it is, but it would be an accomplishment. Is Leo gonna stay like this? It's just kind of thrown together at the moment. For the most part, it'll be similar to this. It'll just be it'll be more polished, I guess. I don't know. I have to get it figured out. You recommend the Lepa Harvest method for SOS training? I've heard of that. I haven't used it with the, like, over 100 shinies I've hunted for. I haven't used it yet, and I don't have a problem with it at all. I just haven't used it, and I haven't had a need to, is more of the thing. Alright, I think I finally, like, actually got the cables set up so I can sit how I normally do. Gengar Gamer, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How's everyone's day here? My day's been pretty great, actually, if you can't tell. It has been a pretty good day. Your Xbox One home screen just changed. Like, changed how? Just got back from dinner and came to watch the stream and saw that you got the capture card. Can't wait to see the new shiny hunts. I know, Bernie, I know. Welcome back, by the way. I missed one. Yeah, I'm like super hyped because now we have the cap card. We can hunt in the newer games. And even not just like newer games, like, you know, the newest ones, but we can hunt back to Gen 4 now, even. Like, that was something we couldn't do before. You're right, see you in a bit, Jiha. Your day's good. That's good to hear, Gengar Gamer. You set up your counter on there, and you took your Xbox One, and the home screen looks completely different. That's weird. My hair's growing fast, is it? I don't have it pushed up today. Like, normally it's up a bit more, but like, I just wore a hat today, so it was kind of like laying down. But my hair does grow kind of fast, but it shouldn't be growing like that fast. Professor West donated. Yeah, he donated a while ago. He actually tried raiding us one time, and it was awkward because he raided us legitimately right as I ended the stream. So like, I ended the stream, said bye, and then I saw all these like hashtag Professor West raids, and I'm like, oh no, oh no. Like, I hadn't even closed out of YouTube. Like, normally I close out of YouTube and like completely just walk away from my computer for a bit, and I hadn't even made it that far before that happened. I was like, oh no, like that was the worst possible timing. Alpha Sapphire, yeah, it is awesome. Yeah, we're finally able to play in the newer games. Congrats on usually. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. But yeah, now we can play the newer gens, guys. You're half Indian, so every time you talk to your friends, they intimidate Indian music. Why would they do that? It's funny how they imitate it. I mean, if you think it's funny, then and it's all good with you guys, then go for it. More power to you. Yeah, I highly recommend using Google Docs. I used to use that. Then I had an issue where I was taking notes on it for school and stuff, and for whatever reason, for like a week or two, my school system like blocked Google on the network, so I couldn't access my notes, and that was a problem. So now I just take them in Word again and hit Control S every once in a while. And if you got Google Docs, awesome. Like, I use it for stuff now again, but like back in high school when I take notes, I tried using it. I was like, oh, this is great because it automatically saves and all this stuff. And then it was just like blocked, and I was like, well, there go my notes. 11 encounters and so far nothing. Well, I hope you get something soon, Vanillix. School blocked Google, what? Yeah, they blocked Google and then they left like nothing else blocked. Like, couldn't go to Google, could go to Reddit though. It was so weird. It was so weird for like 2 weeks before IT finally realized, oh wait, this is dumb. I don't know. School systems are weird sometimes, especially with technology stuff. How much does that raise the odds? I think it like almost triples, maybe? It at least cuts them in half, I know. What's the name for Whismur? Still leaning towards Plum. We don't have a name yet. So it could be Plum. We don't want to go Septile, I want to go Masquerade. I think he also said he's doing Horde hunts. I know it's different odds for each type of hunt, but like, it's essentially a multiplier. The Shiny Charm is essentially a multiplier. What's up, Shiny Hunter Lux? Welcome to the stream. And I haven't forgotten, you're from Italy. Yeah, why would your school block Google? Because they just thought that, like, I think they tried to block YouTube, but didn't realize that YouTube is, like, a Google thing, and just blocked all of Google. Like, you had to, like, you couldn't even, like, do stuff if you turn on Safe Search. You once used command, and your teacher gave you detention. Your friend snitched for hacking. That was blocked on the school computers. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, engineering department had to, like our engineering department had to argue to get right-click added back on the computers. That's how, like, locked down they were. And what's up, One Up? Welcome to the stream. Don't want to hear about how Gen 4... You don't even want to hear about Gen 4 because your first shiny hunt in that gen, you went to get Giratina and went 11 times over odds for it and got a docile nature with almost perfect stats. I guess that's good. Shiny odds for Horde hunts with Charm is 1 in 1,365, but you encounter 5 in a row, so you'll find it pretty fast, hopefully. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the Shiny Charm, so it could take me a bit longer. Also, we're pretty much going... If we don't find Whismur in this hunt, we're just going to go back to Emerald with it. And I'll get stuff set up on... And I'll start getting, like, more stuff set up here properly. I got a Capcard... We did get a Capcard Grungy! It's awesome. It is awesome. And I'm, like, super, super happy, because it's, like, even in the right... It's, like, in the color I wanted to, even though you didn't get to choose that, and... Because it wasn't even, like... It hasn't even been, like, a month since they started releasing this color for US region. So when I opened the box and it was, like, white and orange, I was kind of like, oh no. Like, did they give me, like, a European one without me realizing it? That would have been bad. Yeah, 11 times over odds is, like, ridiculous. Welcome back, Jiha. What are the odds? those are the odds. Do a Horde hunt. Where are you, Pooch? Aw, man. If we did a Horde hunt out in the grass, we would definitely get Poochyena. We'd get, like, an entire horde of shiny Poochyenas. That would be our luck. You have a Skitty on your team, you know it's bad, but Skitty is one of your favorite Pokemon, and you're going to evolve it into Delicate. I mean, hey, if it's a Pokemon you like, then no reason not to leave it on your team. You could have gotten the Pokeball new 2DS XL. I didn't have a choice in what kind it was. Like, because it had to be a cap card. And I had to buy the whole system through them. As opposed to, like, buying a system and sending it to them. Because if you do that, they don't even guarantee they'll send you back a working system. But with this, I, like, have a warranty on it and stuff. So I bought it through them and happened to get the color I liked. For those who don't know, 11 times over odds in that gen is 81,920 resets. Yeah, that's like, yeah, that's straight up 10 times over odds at least. Unless you went over, as you go over that, yeah. You're gonna eat, you're gonna leave. We'll see you later, Sleepy Snorlax. Thanks for tuning into the stream. It's gonna be luck when you get mine. Then you have to KO the rest. Exactly. That'd be your punishment for it. Is like you have to KO 4 shiny Poocyenas in order to get your one. You once made a team with Magikarp, so you know how you lost. I mean, that should just destroy everything, right? What's up, Brandon Blazing Lover? Welcome to the stream. Finally, after 20 days of Salamence has appeared. Awesome. Emerald's the best game to shiny hunt because you can use the glitch without Game Shark or codes to multiply Pokemon and items like rare candies and Master Balls. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. That's what we've been trying to do in Emerald. But it just kept giving us Poochyenas and nothing else. You're almost at the world record for most encounters. You're only 13,000 away. It's just the scale of the number when only 13,000 is, like, legitimate. Almost done with homework. Awesome, Batman, man. The 1% Salamence was called a shiny Salamence. Dude, that's insane. Congrats. Like, catch it. Make sure to catch it. If Latias is in your PC box, how does she hear the Eon flute and fly out of your PC? Because it's Latias. Latias can be special. You go to the Battle Frontier and you can duplicate any Pokemon or item you already own in the PC. Really? I didn't know that, actually. Latias' Pokedex entry makes no sense. How so? Granted, I could have literally just gone into the Pokedex right there and looked at it, but we're hunting. Got it. Awesome, man. Awesome. If you can, I'd like to see that in the Discord. That would be pretty sweet. You have a level 9 shiny Salamence. Woo! That's actually pretty cool. That's actually, like, really cool. It says it can understand human language. I mean, I feel like a lot of them can, though. I feel like a lot of psychic types just get given that ability of being like, yeah, they're smart enough to understand, like, language. You're just gonna try and hunt the Cave of Origin? Alright, man. Alright. You can make the sort of video if I want. I mean, if you want to make the video, go for it. I don't know how into that kind of stuff I am, though. I'm, like, essentially purely a shiny hunter. You know, like every other Pokemon. I mean, there's a difference. Like, your dog can, like, if you have a dog, your dog can understand commands like sit and stay if it's trained. It doesn't, like, understand language. It just knows that that sound means put butt on floor. There's a difference between that and, like, understanding language. Did I get a 3DS cap card? We did, Myrar. We did. We have our new 2DS XL cap card. It's pretty sweet. Tentacle can do what is like understand language. You can multiply Master Balls. That is true. That is true. I don't know. That almost feels glitchy though. Like, granted, I'm cloning Pokemon essentially. I don't know. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, you should try and hunt Halloween-themed Pokemon via SOS tomorrow. By the way, did I get Katsukity? I did get Katsukity. I think tomorrow, actually, Grungy, we're going to be going back to Emerald again. Like, a lot of the cap card, though, a lot of the reason for this is just because I'm excited to have some. Alright, we should be back. We should be back, guys. Sorry about that. Stream died. Yep, the stream's back though, so let me see if I missed some stuff. Yeah, but I did get Katsukity, like I was saying, Grungy. I thought it would take like a month for it to ship. I legitimately ordered it Monday. And here it is. But yeah, I went Katsukity for it. There really isn't another way to go right now. Like, Loopy exists, but Loopy's always out of stock and they only carry like the original DS. The thing is, they can understand commands in the purest form instead of just commands, or language in the purest form instead of just commands. Yeah, exactly. That's what they mean by they can understand language. What's up, Tony? What is up, Tony? And yeah, we did get a cap card. We did indeed get a cap card, which is super, super hype. You haven't bought Sun and Moon yet. You only just got back into Pokemon around 5 months ago and haven't gotten around to it yet. Fair enough, fair enough. I got back into Pokemon with Alpha Sapphire, and so I was like super hyped for Sun and Moon coming out and was there for the midnight release. I feel like I'm just trying to read comments. Katsukity is very shady and there is a stream. The thing is, there's no real other options right now. And they're the only ones that do like the newer systems. I typed fast. The stream went, I noticed the stream went down on my end before it went down for you guys, so I was already prepared. Yeah, Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, Olivia Lewis. We are on Alpha Sapphire, and so happy I got a cap card. I'm happy too. Finally able to stream newer games. I want to stream some Sun and Moon before USUM comes out for sure. And even though I'm gonna be a lot more careful with where I take this one, I'm able to like actually play 3DS games again because my like current 3DS is just bad. Like it just kind of is dying. So like I'm finally able to actually play games again without like fearing that they'll just like stop. Katsukity is very shady. Like that's the thing though, because that's what unfortunately happens, and I wish there was other sites that like were competitors with them, but like I said, Loopy's really the only other one. And every time I checked their website, they were out of stock. You won your first giveaway for a glass screen case for your Switch you just got today. Awesome, Ryan Palmer. That's awesome. You can chain fish. You can usually find shiny through chain fishing about 20 to 30 minutes. Doesn't chain fishing have like a really high chance of like breaking the chain though? Like unless you're doing it perfectly. What should you do? What should you go for your first shiny in Emerald? I don't know. I don't know. What do you want to go for? Depending on how you're like trying to hunt, though, I'd say starter unless you're like super far in the game. Even faster with the shiny charm. Yeah, I know a lot of the methods, especially like even if you do like dex navving and eventually get your search level high enough, like it's insane how quickly you can get shinies with that. At least it's coming back. At least it's coming back quickly, but like, why does it keep dying? Is the real question here. See you later, 1UP. Thanks for stopping by the stream, man. But yeah, we're back. We're back. Hopefully. Well, we just went to the Pokedex. Whoops. Let's not do that. Let's just go to the bag like we intended. Or not even the bag, just the Pokemon. 144p. Hopefully that's not the case and it's better. Nice hair, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. No, yeah, I was just like pushing it up and like when it's this short, it'll just kind of go wherever. I'd be like, okay, and just stay there. So if I like push it weird, it'll just kind of like float there. Why does the stream die on us? Because my internet's not fantastic. Like we had no issues when I was streaming over the weekend, because over the weekend I was back home, wired in, but now I'm like on Wi-Fi for an entire apartment complex. Is it just me or does the Pokedex in this game look like a Game Boy Advance? It does indeed, yes. Which I think is kind of more reminiscent of the fact that that Pokedex has been around since Hoenn originally came out, which was in Gen 3, which is for the Game Boy Advance. We prefer long hair, but whatever. I prefer my hair like shorter like this. I just hadn't been able to get it cut for a while. You were gone for 20 minutes and you did like 400 encounters. I know it's ×5, but how fast can you do this? It's because like there's 5, and then as soon as we're able to run, we run and start a battle again. Her girlfriend is your good luck charm for shiny hunting. You found 3 shinies so far while she was next to me. That's nice. That's really nice. Nice nostalgic touch, yeah. I don't even know if it was nostalgia as much as they wanted the Pokedex to look like a Game Boy Advance then. And then in this gen, they're like, well, we're going to keep it the same. What's up, Harry Matthews? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, no, Game Freak is also, even if I'm like remembering it wrong, Game Freak would be good about those kind of nostalgic touches. Alright guys, this second half of the stream's kind of flown by because all the excitement, but we've got like 10 minutes left or so before I have to get off. I have a project I have to work on, my partner and I have to get together and write a script by like noon tomorrow, so like I actually kind of have to get off quickly. You're a Regice? Why do you say you're a Regice? Best cry ever. Kricketune definitely takes the first place for best cry in a Pokemon game. Shenanigans in chat. There are always shenanigans in the chat. It's not a good chat without those. You got another shiny and it's a Shuppet. Awesome, Mike F. Congrats, man. Congrats. Why are there 5 Olivia? It is because we are horde hunting, which basically, that was a thing in Gen 6. Alright, like, we're back, maybe? I don't know, guys. 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna see if we're actually catching up. Too much lag. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Alright, I think we're back. I think we're back, though, now. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with that. Like, it's just suddenly started going down. So I think what we're actually doing is we're just going to do 2 more Horde encounters so we end on 850. And I think I'm just going to have to end it so that the stream doesn't, like, die again at the end. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. It's good. Yeah, no, like I don't know what's up with it. Why it would start doing that this time. Does anyone have a good joke? My internet connection. This is why we can't have nice things. I know, we pull out the new cap card and then it immediately the internet goes down like 3 times. So here's our last Horde encounter of the night, guys. But to answer your question, Olivia Lewis, the way that it works is you can encounter Horde battles in Gen 6, and it just gives you 5 Pokemon instead of 1. They're generally a little bit weaker, and sometimes you can get like rarer Pokemon, like Pokemon that are almost version exclusives. So that's kind of what they did with this game. But alright, guys, like I said, I'm sorry that the internet was dying and we had to end a couple minutes early. But I just don't want the stream to die in the middle of an outro or something. But yeah, so thank you to everyone that tuned in the stream, everyone that liked the stream, everyone that subscribed. Especially big thanks to Filippo, guys, for that $10 donation, which was amazing. Like, I cannot thank Filippo enough. But yeah, so we didn't find Whismur today. We tried out the new cap card, which is super cool. Like, I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad I got it. But we'll be back hunting in Emerald tomorrow, I believe. I've got to work on some of the layout here. The layout's still not quite how I would like it. Yeah, so, like I said, we'll be back in Emerald tomorrow. I'll start getting things set up, so we'll see more 3DS capture in the future. Internet does not like the cap card. That seems to be the case. I don't know why. But yeah, so, again, guys, thanks to everyone that tunes in. Like I always say, thank you to all you guys in the chat, because you make these streams so much more interesting. And I will be back on streaming tomorrow with more Emerald for our Whismur hunt. And until then, guys, take care.